Hello students, I know that you're in need of a good job to get you through school, but you need to be careful because some jobs might end up being a scam. Like this one. It was emailed out to students at the University of Wisconsin-Parkside from an actual university address. It was a work-from-home data entry position that offered a competitive weekly salary of $520. It said if you're interested, you need to email Dr. Steven Sen. That's an interesting name. Steven Sen? Stevenson? And you know, we all could use some extra cash, so I applied. But first, I made this nice resume with some made-up jobs that I've done, like toilet tester and jelly bean counter. And Dr. Stevenson must have been impressed because he texted me saying, "Hello, Benjamin Dover. I am Dr. Steven Sen. Your data has been reviewed and you have been approved for the part-time administrative assistance data entry role. Are you still available for the job?" Heck yes, and he goes on to tell me what I'll be doing. He says, "Please be informed that all needed equipment and training will be provided for this job. Can we proceed with a short interview through text? There's going to be a Zoom meeting and training after." So away we went. He asked if I had a computer, and I said yes. He asked if I had a printer, scanner, photocopy machine, and fax machine. I said yes. He asked if I knew Word and Excel. He asked if I knew QuickBooks and Hivedesk. And then he asked me three very important questions. What makes you think you are the best fit for this position? What do you understand by the word code of conduct? Do you prefer working alone or as part of a team? Now, I just had ChatGPT generate some answers for me, and then he said he would forward my responses to the board of directors for review. And they liked me. And we wasted no time getting started. He said, "I need you to carry out a price list inquiry on your materials needed for this job so I can send you the money to get them." And he lists a laptop, a printer, and a stamp, and he tells me to find some prices online. So I do some shopping and I tell him the prices that I found, which totals about $1,800. Then he says, "I will contact my accountant in a bit. I will send you a check to deposit for your materials. Please hang on here." And within a few minutes, he emails me this check for $1,800 addressed to Benjamin Dover that he wants me to deposit using my bank's mobile app. And this is clearly a Photoshop check. He must have found a picture of it somewhere and just dropped my info on it. Except somebody's already endorsed it. This isn't right. The person who receives the check is the one who endorses it, which is me. So I tell him the problem and he says to just ignore it and deposit. But no, we're going to do this the right way, and I tell him that I'm not cashing anything that doesn't say "Bend Over" on the back. So he says, "Okay, hang on." And he does what he's told. How nice. Now, I'm not going to cash this check for two reasons. Number one, I don't have a bank account under the name of Ben Dover. And even if I did, this check wouldn't clear. Sure, the bank would take it and they may even cash it for me, but when my bank tries to draw funds from the Phoenix Credit Union and they realize that there are no funds in that account, they're going to come after me. Because checks aren't money. They're basically permission slips to ask another bank to transfer money. And that's why you should always wait for the checks to clear before you spend the cash. And it's also why Dr. Stevenson is in such a hurry for me to buy my equipment. But he doesn't want me to just go down and buy the stuff at Walmart. He wants me to send that money to his vendor. So to recap, Dr. Stevenson just emailed me a fake check to make him think that I have $1,800. Now he wants me to send 900 of that to his vendor who will bring me my equipment. But we all know what's going to happen when I send that money. It will be the last time that I ever hear from the good doctor. So I play with him and I tell him that I just ordered it on Amazon instead by showing him this screenshot of an order that I placed last week. And he did not like that. He says, "I'm trying to order here through my local vendor. You may cancel the order." But I say, "Amazon can deliver tomorrow. I have Prime." And he says, "You can cancel that and we can make the order straight from the eBay vendor." So I say, "Okay, who's your eBay vendor?" And he says, "You do not know him, LOL. I am making the order. Kindly send a down payment of $900 to the vendor via Zelle. Once they deliver the materials, we balance up." Okay, so he sends me the information for a person named Kelly, and I'm not going to kindly send Kelly money, but I make Dr. Stevenson think that I did. And I say, "Sent. Ask Kelly if he's received." And Dr. Stevenson says, "Can I have screenshot of the receipt?" To send them prove. They need a receipt of the Zelle transaction for proper confirmation. Okay, I can do that. So I make a fake screenshot using this tool that my friend Gambit developed, and I send it to Dr. Stevenson. And he says, "Is there a way you can click on the transaction to show more details, please?" Why does he want more details? I say, "No." Did he get it? He says, "I am yet to hear from them. They are confirming, but you may go to the vacation history and click on the $900 transaction so we can see more details of the transaction." I say, "What vacation? I haven't been on any vacations." "Sorry, I mean transaction. It is a typographical error." And I'm like, "You said that Kelly was fast. What is going on?" They haven't gotten the money. So obviously they're not seeing the money because I didn't send it. But I want to know who I'm talking to right now, so I email Steven a link that looks like it goes to Zelle's website. But I've hidden a tracker in this link to grab his IP address when he clicks. Which he does, and I can see that he's in Nigeria. Alright, this makes things complicated because there is no Zelle in Nigeria. Zelle is a way to send money from one US bank to another, which tells me that this Kelly guy is someone in the United States working for this scammer in Nigeria, either knowingly or unknowingly. So I do a public record search for Kelly's email address and it pulls up 3 phone numbers associated with it. So I text all 3 and I say, "Hi Kelly, your email is," right? And one responds and says, "Yes." Got him. So I actually call up this Kelly and ask if they know anything about a Dr. Steven Sen, and they say they've never heard of the guy and they think that this all sounds like a scam. I'm talking to a guy named Dr. What's his name? Dr. Sen? Steven Sen, you work for him or something? Now, they asked me not to use their voice, so I'm respecting that. But I showed them this screenshot of Dr. Sen's instructions, and they say, "Very weird. I've never heard of this person before. Please do not send any money." I'm curious how they got my information. So this is really puzzling to me. How did the scammer know that Kelly hadn't received the money if the scammer hadn't even been talking to Kelly? So I go back to Dr. Sen, who asks if I've been debited, and I say yes. He says they are yet to receive it. Please show me a screenshot of that debit. How does he know that Kelly hasn't received it? So I make a screenshot of a fake bank account using Gambit's tool and I have a little fun with it. I show the $1,800 mobile deposit and the $900 Zelle payment, but I also add a transaction that says United Nigeria Airlines, just to see if he notices. And I don't think he does. Eventually he says, "Kelly said you keep emailing them. Why did you charge the money back?" I said, "What are you talking about?" They said you charged back the money and it's been refunded back to you. Why? I'm trying to make things work, but you are not calm. Okay, I need Kelly to clear this up. So I go back to them and they say, "I'm trying to catch this person lying to me." I said, "Haha, what are you doing?" "Messing with that person too." Well, what do you know? I've turned this guy into a fellow scam baiter. And apparently he told Steven that he sent that money back to me just to piss him off. He said, "I have no idea who it is, but they keep insisting I have their $900, LOL. So Dr. Sen is arguing with Kelly and losing his mind thinking that the money has been sent back to me. He says to me, "I want my money, or I report you to the authorities." Eventually he gets so mad that he calls.
Okay, so what do you do with my money?
Is this Dr. Sen?
Yes. What do you do with my money? I want my money right now, okay?
Your money? I thought we were paying the vendor. It's not your money, it's the vendor's money.
I sent you the money, so you give me my money.
You sent me the money so I would give it back. Why would you send me the money if I'm just going to give it back to you?
I'm going to report you to the authorities right now, okay? You're trying to scam me, right?
I'm trying to scam you? Why am I trying to scam? I'm just trying to buy a laptop.
And I want you to get my money back. I'm going to send you my information, then I need you to send my money
It's
back
not
to
your
me.
money. It's the money for my equipment so I can work for you.
I don't want you to work for me no more right now, okay? I want you to give me back my money, and I give you 15 minutes right now. I'm going to send you my information to send back my money.
Wait,
If you don't send back my money,
are you firing me?
I will report you to school authorities right now, and you're gonna get sent away from the school.
Wait, I'm being fired? Why am I being fired?
I'm gonna send you my information now, so you send me back my money. If you don't do that, I'm gonna report you to the authorities.
And how do I send you the money?
I'm gonna send you my information now. Send me my money right now, okay?
Are you going to send me your address in Nigeria? What was that? What did he just say? So after this, I talked to Kelly and he told me that there have actually been several people who approached him recently telling him that they had been told to send him money. And on one instance, someone did send him money and he just went ahead and he sent it right back. But I still can't figure out why a Nigerian scammer is asking his victims to pay this random person in the United States money. So I have 2 theories. Theory number 1, he gets the victim to pay Kelly, and then he gets the confirmation screenshot and he takes it to Kelly and says, "Hey look, I sent you this money on accident. Could you please send it back to me?" And he might tell him to send it to a different address or through Bitcoin or something. Theory number 2, Kelly's Zelle has been hacked and the scammer is logged in and waiting for payments. All a scammer would need to do is link the email address to another bank account through a phishing attempt or something, and apparently this happens enough that Zelle has issued a warning about it. And just to be safe, Kelly placed a hold on his Zelle account, so now nobody can send any money to it, which ought to slow down Dr. Sen for a bit. Or maybe there's a third theory and maybe you guys know what's happening. This is bugging me enough that I wanted to share it with you and get your thoughts on it. So if you've ever seen something like this and you have an idea of what's going on, then please leave a comment below and let's discuss it further. Because if you use Zelle, apparently you could be inadvertently moving money to Nigeria for these scammers. So keep a close eye on your accounts and don't work with weirdos like Dr. Stevenson. And hopefully you found this video somewhat interesting, and I hope that we can get to the bottom of it. I'll see you later.